We are home and I am in my PJs already. My lilies, since we've been away, because they're in a lovely position, have bloomed. So I'm actually going to do a little life hack here. Obviously these middle ones are the ones that grow that pollen that stains, but because they've just bloomed, they're not actually covered in pollen just yet. So what I'm going to do is snip them off. It doesn't really affect the look of them, and it just means that there's not staining pollen everywhere. There we go, as if by magic. It's because I can't cut and vlog at the same time. Right, let's get these done. If you don't know about this, which obviously I didn't until meeting Keegan, those are the ones before they have pollinated, and this one you can see those orange bits. They're the things that if you get them on anything, clothing or your hands, it stains. So the dogs are absolutely knackered. Well, you can't see Ava there. There we go. Aren't you tired? Yeah. Right, so as some of you guys know, I'm off to Scotland on Sunday on a group trip with some of our viewers, mine and Leah's viewers. Really excited. However, the weather is not looking great, which is to be expected in Scotland, but I realise most of my coats are like puffy coats that are very warm, but they don't have hoods, and they're not necessarily water or windproof. I've just ordered 3 coats online and they've arrived today. I don't know if that's going to be warm. I quite like it though. That does not look warm enough. I think this is more fashion than practical. I'll wear it with my hoodie because the chances are I will wear layers. I mean, it's a jacket. I don't know if I like it. It's too colourful. It's too much colour. This one is New Balance, so this should be a good one. It feels very thick. That other one was so thin. This is more like it though. It feels like a proper windproof coat. I quite like that. I mean, it's not necessarily colourful, but it's not black. So yeah, I think that will be my Scotland jacket. Perfect. How much was that? £39.99. Bargain. I think the original price of this was something like 80 quid, but because it's from TK Maxx, it's got a good reduction on it. I did buy this one, but this one doesn't have a hood, so I kind of just bought it because I liked it. It's black. And it's Under Armour. Look. Oh, it's very thin, but it does look windproof. Like the back is very thin material, the front is a bit puffy. An all year round purchase, not just a Scotland purchase. Oh, that's nice. It's quite smart in a way, I quite like that. It is very thin though, it's just like that material. There's no padding, there's padding at the front. Oh guys, it's Thursday. I'm just sitting down to do some me time. My goal this year is to be very selfish. Hear me out. Now, I don't mean selfish in like a really bad way. I mean selfish in terms of I just want to focus on things that develop me and grow me, investing in me. So like, for example, I could have sat down now, I've got a spare 30 minutes, I could have sat down and watched some Bridgerton, which I was going to do, and then I was like, no Joel, do a Skillshare class, because that's what I want to focus my attention on. This video has very kindly been sponsored by Skillshare. You'll know if you've been following me for a long time that I've worked with Skillshare in the past. I absolutely love it. They're all about self-growth. That's hard to say, self-growth. Say that 5 times really fast. Self-growth, self-growth, self-growth. You might have heard of Skillshare for, you know, their editing classes and their artistic classes and things like that. But did you know that you can actually get like career help, career advice on Skillshare? For me, as a self-employed person, it's really important to sort of learn more about what I'm doing rather than just chucking up a video and hoping for the best. So there are 2 classes that I'm taking at the moment, and I've kind of dipped into both of them. Maybe what I should do is work on one and then work on the other, but I quite enjoy dipping back and forth because my attention span is quite short. Luckily, the classes on Skillshare are quite short, and you can literally take it video by video. It's just like watching YouTube, to be honest, but it's videos that like actually help and educate. So I'm doing one here called Creative Confidence and Silencing Your Inner Critic, and I'm also doing another one about productivity and time management. Now, those are really important to me. Firstly, because I'm very critical of myself. I know that lots of you are going, we know Joel, because I've had a call with my coach this morning, and she was like, you're always so hard on yourself. Like, I'm here to tell you that you're doing really well, but you're being hard on yourself. So I need to work on that. And then productivity and time management. I'm not very good at that when it comes to all of my self-employed stuff, all the YouTube stuff, the happy, healthy homo stuff, literally everything. I sort of just grab time here and there, and I want to be better at productivity and time management. So this second video down by Kevin Siskar, which is all about managing your attention in the digital age, is so good. So he talks about how you can hone your ability to focus on a task
and also reducing your daily distractions, which is really good. And he also talks a bit about prioritizing your workload, which has been like life-changing for me. That instead of just writing a generic to-do list, write it in terms of priorities. High priority to-do list, medium priority, and then sort of like a low priority. Because I might finish a day where I go, oh, I've ticked off loads of things from my to-do list, but they're all low priority. And I'm still leaving the high priority things on the table, which is why I'm feeling constantly stressed, because I'm not ticking off the high priority stuff. And then to do with the creativity classes, I'm doing a course at the moment about 8 exercises to power your creativity. And this woman, Danielle Crisser, or Chrysler, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, it's just been so great. Like, she's an artist and I'm not necessarily an artist, but I still find it really helpful. She talks about embracing your weirdness, how your weirdness as a human being is your selling point. Whether it's your career or just a hobby, like embracing your weirdness is actually your key to success. So have a look on Skillshare, there's something on there for everyone. And Skillshare have very kindly given you guys a discount, my viewers. The first 1,000 people to click the link in my bio will get the first month for free, which I think is an amazing thing, because obviously you want to invest in yourself. I think I'm a big believer in investing your time, effort, energy and money into yourself. However, you get to try it out for free first to see if you like it, which I'm sure you will, because as I said, there's tons of things on there. And if you want to join me in talking about these classes, then let me know down in the comments. As I said, I'm doing one all about creative confidence and silencing your inner critic, which I know that lots of you are similar to me, which is why you follow me, because we're all very hard on ourselves. So if you want to do the course along with me, then let me know, drop me a DM on Instagram, leave comments on YouTube, and we can chat. It's like a book club, but a Skillshare club. But yeah, click the link down below if you want to try it out. But I need to crack on with these lessons now, because I've only got half an hour. Now I've got 20 minutes. Right, bye.
I've come to Ikea, guys, for no real reason than just to have a little browse. Keegan is out all day today, so I've got a day to myself, and I go to Scotland tomorrow for a week with Leah, and so I've got a free day, because I didn't really plan anything for today, so I just thought, why not come to Ikea? I've just remembered I do actually need one of these. I had these to keep my cotton pads in London, but I left it behind for Lucy, so I need one for myself. Well, that was a very quick whirlwind trip. Whereas Ikea is not as much fun on your own. Or when you don't have much to get for the house, because my experience of Ikea in recent times has been going with Lucy, so A, had a companion there, and B, we're buying for our house, for our home. Now there are, you know, it's not that I can't buy anything for my house with Keegan, it's just that he's got everything. So there's not really any need for anything, any furniture, bedding, just anything. It's like, oh, we've kind of got everything covered. That said, I was looking at plants, because we would like a big plant for the main bathroom, but I didn't have a trolley with me. I should have picked one up, and I was like, I can't carry a massive plant plus a big plant pot, so I was like, I'll just save that for another time. But I'm gonna go chuck this in the car, and then I'll see if there's any other shops I want to have a look around, because I rarely get to do this, have the time to sort of mooch around the shops, and I do have the time today. I mean, I need to pack. I haven't started packing at all for Scotland. I need to do some washing, I have to edit a video, and it's a sponsored video as well, so I need to get that filmed and edited, ready for when I'm in Scotland. So there is a lot to do today. Yeah, I'm just enjoying having a little mooch around. While I'm at the range, I've been looking at the indoor stuff, but nothing's tickled my fancy. But I've come to the garden centre part, because it's coming up to mine and Keegan's year anniversary, and one thing I wanted to get us for a year anniversary was a tree, a little tree, maybe like an apple tree or something, which will grow in a pot for a few years and then eventually can plant out when we buy a home of our own. So yeah, I'm just looking to see if they have any trees here. Okay, they look very unimpressive at the moment. So this is a Cox apple tree, that's cool. There's some over here. This is a pear tree. These are all different. So we've got Golden Delicious tree, Cox's orange tree, a Granny Smith tree. This is a cherry tree. Well, I didn't get any. I think I need to do a bit more research into what tree I actually want, because they all look like twigs, so it's not possible to choose one based on its look. Because even if I want an apple tree, I'm like, well, which type of apple? Anyway, time to go home. It is now 2 o'clock. I dropped Keegan off at midday, so I spent a couple of hours. I edited a video. I didn't show you that. I was in Costa for the first hour editing a video, which will hopefully go out maybe tomorrow. And then, as I said, I still need to edit one for midweek. But yeah, I'm going to, I think, head home, take the dogs for a walk, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and then yeah, crack on with packing. I mean, before I go to the gym, I probably will stick a load of washing on. Me and Keegan went out for breakfast this morning. Before I dropped him off, we went out for like a brunch, and so I feel very full, but almost a little bit sick. I don't know why. So I'm not very hungry for lunch. I think I'll just skip lunch today and I'll just have dinner later on. I am about to do my longest road trip ever in this car, which is going to be a good test, and I'll come on to that in a bit. I'm driving to Scotland, guys. It's 3 hours 58 minutes to Scotland, which is baffling to me that I can get to Edinburgh, Scotland quicker than I could get to London or to my parents' house. So strange. The thought of driving to Scotland all my life has been like, absolutely not. That's like a minimum 8 hours drive with stops like 9, maybe even 10. And now here I am doing a little drive to Scotland, which is good. Now the test part is because one of the reasons for getting this car, one of the many reasons, was to make longer journeys more comfortable, because in a Mini, I'm sat quite low down, my legs are pretty much outstretched, and it was a manual car. So it's actually quite exhausting shifting up and down through the gears, mainly mentally, not physically. Whereas I don't have that. This is an automatic, I'm a bit higher up, I'm sat in a better seating position, and I'm gonna test to see how comfortable this car is on this journey. But I've only left the house for 5 minutes and I'm already stopping at Dunkin' because I'm like, I need a coffee, and you know what, guys, I might treat myself to a donut. I never get a donut in Dunkin', but today's the day. Hi, could I get a medium Americano with oat milk? Can I get a speculoos donut?
Is that everything for you?
Yeah, that's it, thanks.
Alright, Joe Brown, thank you.
Thank you. Guys, how long have I been doing YouTube? I've just been wittering on about 5 minutes, and I looked at the camera and I went, it's not recording. Anyway, what I was saying is, I hate having to stop that early in the journey. It's like when you get petrol and you're like, oh, I'm just psyching myself up for this long journey and now I've got to stop and get petrol immediately. But I was like, no, I want a coffee and a donut. Start the holiday strong, because I also like road trips. I sort of miss them a bit. Obviously I did a lot of driving and road trips when I was long distance with Keegan, and I don't like doing them as often as I was. That did get exhausting, but I'm realizing now that I do miss my little road trips. So I'm excited today for my 4-hour road trip up to Scotland. I'm a bit nervous today. I am excited because the itinerary is going to be so good, but I'm also like, basically, guys, you know I'm always full of worries. So I am a little bit worried that I might be a bit of a letdown to these viewers. Like, we've got 15 viewers, we've spoken to them on Zoom, and obviously they've booked to come to Scotland. And some of you will be watching this video now. I'll talk directly to you. You will have booked to come to Scotland because it's an amazing itinerary, but you've also booked to come on holiday with me and Leah, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, what if I'm a disappointment? What if I'm not what they're expecting? What if they're like, oh, Joel's not as fun as he is online? Or it just feels like a bit of pressure of like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to entertain people, but I'm also realizing that no, I just need to be myself and have fun. So there's that. I'm also, the itinerary is really good. The Roadtrip, the people that have organised it, are a very reputable company. So I have every reason to believe that the trip is going to go so smoothly and be amazing. However, because it's our first time doing one of these trips, I don't know. My worry brain is like, what if it goes wrong? What if the tour guide doesn't turn up? What if one of the things on the itinerary gets cancelled last minute? Then what do we do? And what about this? And what if the hotel is rubbish? Like, we're staying in 5 hotels for 6 nights. So yeah, I'm like, what if the hotels are awful? And looking online, I think the first hotel tonight and the next night, it looks like a decent hotel. Some of our viewers have arrived already and they've been texting us and they said the hotel's nice. Here we go, Lotus Biscoff. So I keep forgetting that I've lost my sense of taste and smell. I feel fine in terms of how I feel. I know I probably sound a bit bunged up, but I'm not that bunged up, and I feel fine. I've got energy. I just don't have taste and smell. However, I can taste this. Maybe it's coming back. I've never lost my taste and smell before, and it's actually very isolating. It makes me feel a bit like, where's the joy in life if you can't taste? All right, guys, we are halfway. I've just stopped for a little wee, and I brought a Pepsi Max and a protein cookie with me, so I actually didn't stop for lunch. And I'm not even that hungry, so I've had the Biscoff donut and the protein cookie, but I'm not gonna, my first proper meal will just be the dinner that we have, the welcome dinner with Our viewers, when we arrive, that's at 5 PM. I'm due to arrive at the car park for 4:30, and then it's like 15 minutes to the hotel, and then it's another 15 minutes to the restaurant, so I might not have time to check in. I might just have to park my car and then go meet everyone for dinner. The garage where I bought this car from was in Edinburgh, and they put it on the back of a lorry and shipped it down to me in Yorkshire, and I'm driving back to my car's hometown. So cute. Why do I get excited about the stupidest things? It's only since having a partner who is very different to me in that sense, where he's just not actually very sentimental at all. And for example, I've been used to my parents, whenever I leave home or whenever guests leave, like from visiting my family, we all go to the front door and we all wave goodbye as people are driving away. I just thought that was normal. Flash forward to like Keegan, we obviously said a nice goodbye, had a kiss and a cuddle and everything in the hallway, and then he was just like, okay, well, have a safe trip, text me when you get there, and then walked into the kitchen, and I was like, in my head, I didn't say it, but I was like, are you not gonna come to the door to wave me off? But that, and I've talking in this before, I was like, I'm just used to family members like waving at the front door, and that to me is normal, so the fact you don't do that, like my initial thing is like, you don't care. But that's, obviously he's like, that's not true, it's just I don't do that. But that's funny, let me know what you guys do. Have you been taught to do that? Like, it's almost as if I've been taught that it's a bit rude not to wave someone goodbye from your front door, which is a bit strange, because I suppose it's not rude, because we said our goodbye in the hallway and then I just drove off. But yeah, it's very odd. But the things like I'm going, oh, my car's going back to Edinburgh, like Keegan would just be like, oh dear. Good job we're all different, isn't it? Keeps things interesting. Oh guys, I've arrived. This car park is very swanky, and I actually know where this is because I've been to Edinburgh a couple of times. I'm like, at least I've got my bearings because I know where we are. We're meeting for dinner in 20 minutes. There's going to be a minibus taking Leah and all of our viewers to the restaurant. I don't have time because I'm late, so I'm going to meet them at the restaurant. So I just need to gather my things. I'm just going to take my bag and then come back for my suitcase. So I parked just in that glass building, and this is the Meadows, which I've never been here when the Fringe Festival isn't on. So the Meadows is full of like big tops and tents and performances. Keegan and I watched a weird circus performance there. It was very good, but very strange. And I just texted Keegan a video of it, and I was like, congratulations, Edinburgh will now always remind me of him. Even though I came to Edinburgh before I ever met Keegan, I think last time I came here was just so much fun. And I've said in another vlog, I just view it as like our city now, and I can't wait to come back with him in August. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, guys. I'm gonna be 5 minutes late to the restaurant, but hey, never mind. I don't know how much I'm gonna be vlogging, guys, for this channel, so I will speak to you when I see you next time. Oh, the houses in Edinburgh are so stunning. I love them. Don't know if you can see. Thank you guys for watching this video. I have got some post-Scotland footage to give you a debrief of everything and how it went, so stay tuned for that. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you want to try out Skillshare for a month for free, then click the link down in my description. The first 1,000 of you to click on that link will get the month for free. So make sure you claim that, because once the 1,000 people are done, then there's no more free trials. So yeah. Go check that out if you want. And anyway, I will see you next time for another video very, very soon. Oh my gosh, 9 days and we go to Florida at the moment when I'm filming this. So excited. See you guys.